Hi guys, how are you doing? It's Elaine, Bintz, certified health coach and personal trainer, and we're on day 25 of our 30-day health challenge in 2022. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, I can't believe we're in the last week of our challenge. Thank you everybody who has joined me so far. I hope this information has been helpful, and I hope that you continue to apply this information into your own life. So today's topic is a continuation of yesterday. So if you checked out Monday's video, we talked about body measurements in general. So today we're talking about two specific measurements, which are waist and waist to hip ratio. So if you already did the measurements from yesterday, go ahead and pull those measurements out. We're also going to need, if you didn't get a chance to do yesterday's measurements, go ahead and grab a fabric tape measure and then a writing utensil and something to write your results in, like a journal or a piece of paper, notebook, something. But also today we're going to need a calculator in order to calculate the ratio. So first off, waist measurement. So why are we measuring at the waist? So when you carry more body fat in the middle of your body, it's actually more damaging to your health than if you carry like extra fat in your arms or your thighs or your butt. So the extra fat that you carry around the middle of your body, your midsection, it puts extra fat in what's called your visceral area or in between your organs, which is the kind of fat that we don't want. So there are certain measurements that you want to have. For women, our waist measurement, and I'm measuring again at the navel, so if you haven't had a chance to check out yesterday's video, I showed how to measure, and I'll do that again today when we run the numbers for the calculation. But women, we want to have a waist measurement of 35 inches or less than 35 inches. And our hips are going to be bigger. So you'll notice when we do the waist to hip ratio measurement, women, we have a percentage that's a smaller number because our hips should be wider. So women were biologically designed to carry babies. So we have this pelvic bowl, the bones here, and we carry babies. So men, your waist to hip ratio is much closer to the number 1, which is 0.95, because your hips are more narrow than most women. So waist measurement, less than 35 inches is our goal, and men, your goal is to have your waist measurement at less than 40 inches. So again, how do you measure this? Let's grab your flexible or fabric measuring tape, and you want to go ahead and just breathe normally. If you go around to the side, you can see from the back, you just want to wrap the measuring tape around where the middle of your body is, and you're just breathing normally. So mine, we're going to record this number because we're going to use this for a calculation. Mine is 31 inches. So for my waist, mine is 31. So that's less than the 35. So that's in a good range. And if your waist is not in the range where you want it to be, take a look at your diet. The foods you eat, the amount of calories you eat, they can really affect your waist circumference. So technically for my height, I'm 5'2", I'm about 140 pounds. So technically, according to those height weight charts, I am overweight. But a better indicator of your health is actually your waist measurement. And I'm still in a pretty good range for health-wise. Now this is not like when I competed, when I competed in women's bodybuilding, my waist was super tiny. It was like 22 inches. But that's not a realistic number to maintain long-term, especially, with pregnancy and babies and things like that. But for men, yours can be a little bit higher. And then what's the next measurement? Would be the hips. So same thing, go ahead and grab your measuring tape, and you can go ahead to the side. Now you want to put your feet together, and then you're measuring along the widest part or the largest part of your butt. So my measurement is 38. So I have 31 for my waist and 38 for my hips. So I take this number in order to determine my waist to hip ratio. I take 31 and divide that by 38. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my calculator. So this is how you calculate your waist to hip ratio. So you can use your phone or just grab a simple calculator. So then plug in whatever was your waist measurement at your navel. So mine was 31. And then divide that number by your hip measurement, which mine was 38 inches. So you take that number, and mine is the 0.81578. So I'm right around the 0.8. So if I were going to decrease one of those numbers, my hips, I know my tendency, I've done my measurements over the years, my hips don't get much smaller, but the waist, my waist has been flexible throughout the years, so that one changes a lot, especially if I eat things like pasta and grains, things like that. I definitely get bloating. But this information, your waist to hip ratio, why is that important? So if you have a higher than women, if we have higher than 0.8, and then men, if you have a higher than 0.95 waist to hip ratio, it increases your risk of heart problems, heart disease, and it can also put you at risk for diabetes. So these are just some easy tools. Again, this is a better way to monitor progress than just stepping on a scale and measuring your weight, because it's actually going to give some information about size. So again, my name is Elaine Bintz, health coach, personal trainer. I hope this information has been useful, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.